But that would be cool. And moms and dads watching, like, come on, that's a great way to give yours.
All right, let's kind of switch gears. Let's show you where we're sitting now with some decent storm systems, especially for northern Utah. Utah's snowpack levels looking much better, much healthier across portions of central and mainly northern Utah. Kind of the areas we've seen the storm tracks take place. Really need some help across southern Utah with the healthy totals, though, over 140%, at least 140 at the Bear River range, 140 for the Weber and Ogden Water Basin, I should say. We're actually doing pretty well statewide. We're at 112% for the state. Just early, though, in the snowpack seasons. We've got a long ways to go. We continue to build our snow in the mountain areas through about April 1st when we hit our peak. So we are about 3.7 inches right now. Layton sunset sending through our website. Gorgeous views this evening with some of the color that we had out there. The clouds really helped, of course, with that sunset. Calm skies right now. In fact, calm winds. The Colonial flag shot showing no wind here at the studio. A bit overcast still from the storm system passing through Idaho, just clipping far northern Utah with a little bit of moisture. We hit 43 for the high today, though, so warmer than yesterday. Only 3 degrees above average. We should be a slight uptick tomorrow from where we were today, thanks to some of the warmer air moving in from the west. Futurecast showing or trying to imitate what we're seeing on radar. We do expect, again, those far northern mountain areas to see some very light snow shower activity as we get into tomorrow afternoon. The front sliding through, staying mainly just north of the state. So the cooler air again stays to the north of us as well. We do have some areas to the north with winter weather advisories, but for northern Utah, might see a trace, maybe 2 inches in our mountain areas is all tomorrow into Tuesday. A trough of low pressure eventually moves south into the Great Basin. You'll kind of notice this counterclockwise rotation, but it's a very dry storm system that moves in. We'll bring some cloud cover, but it's moisture starved, and so we won't see much, if any, snow shower activity across our region, maybe a few over the high Uintas as we get into early Wednesday. But as you'll see from the snow accumulation map, that all the moisture essentially is just to the north of us. Some of the Bear River range, the far northern Wasatch range might see again some very light snow shower activity. Here's a look at some of those areas that do have winter storm watches or winter weather advisories, I should say. Mainly southeastern Idaho, the Snake River Plain could see 1 to 3 inches, but generally 5 to 8 inches of snow expected in the higher elevations across southeast Wyoming. Unfortunately, the pattern doesn't look too promising for wet weather as we get into the next 6 to 10 day outlook as well. So we could use some good storm systems. Not seeing a whole lot just yet for some good mountain snow. For right now, quiet weather for St. George, 60 for the high on Monday. 57 Tuesday, we're in the mid-50s Wednesday. Thursday, plan on mostly sunny skies. Gorgeous weather continues into southern Utah for next weekend. A high of near 60 degrees is expected. The Wasatch Front, throwing just a slight chance, maybe a 10% chance of a stray rain or snow shower. 45 for the high tomorrow, 41 on Tuesday. Breezy winds Tuesday, Wednesday. As the storm system continues to push south, might get some easterly winds over some of the Wasatch Range. We'll have to keep track of that with that low pressure system overhead. Otherwise, partly cloudy skies Friday, Saturday. Temperatures should be in those mid-40s by Saturday and Sunday next weekend. Emily, Wes?